sponsored. And look, the overall review score for Dragon Age the Guard remains pretty decent, but this is a game that I think takes around 30 to 40 hours to finish, so it's going to take time until the reviews come in, and I really won't have any expectations about this until it's well over 100 critic reviews are in. I still have the sentiment that it's probably going to load over time, but users, as you can expect, it's not surprising as well that it has a mostly positive rating on Steam right now. These are the early reviews coming from a lot of Bioware Dragon Age fans, but 77% is decent, although I remember in the Starfield days, that was the same score I had, and then it lowered in the coming months in the last year. I think it's at like 59%, and I do suspect that might be something that happens with this game as well. But obviously, there has been a lot of people talking about some of these reviews, which many users are just parroting a lot of things that we saw from critics as well. A return to form for Bioware, return to form, it's mentioned multiple times, and yeah, this just isn't the same Bioware. I don't think that this is a, exposing anything massive with these remarks. I think it's just cliche writing that many of these individuals are just parroting, especially when you see so many critic reviews saying this exact same fucking line. But it is also worth mentioning there is some crashing issues that players have been running into. This is something that has been criticized in a lot of these Steam reviews. And yeah, the review bombing effort has, here it is, it's on Metacritic, not Steam right now, but 3.3 out of 10 on PlayStation 5. Graphics is mediocre. Accessories, have the conversation.
Alright, what we got?
Necessary. Ugly character design, what's the point of character
Oh,
customization?
I got the people that are important for squats.
Awful game. And yeah,
Say hi.
character customization, I'm absolutely fine.
Hi.
Sliders,
My moderator.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was looking at the chat. Oh, yeah.
Why are your teeth all blue?
What?
Why is your mouth blue?
Oh, this morning me and Delphine, Christina, and what's her name were all eating cake, and it was like blue frosting. So yeah.
So I guess I'm monetized now, but I have no idea what that means. All right, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna do squats today. I'm suffering from really, really, really bad painful gas. So one of two things is gonna happen. We're gonna make it through this squat session, or I'm gonna have to cut it early and run to the bathroom.
Well, I think you kind of need to go.
Well, I'm not gonna do ads. I mean, I'm just a dude that works out in his garage, so that seems stupid to me, but yeah, apparently YouTube sent me a thing saying, welcome to the partner program. It means you can get donations.
Oh.
Deadlift is the solution. I just did deadlift. I got to do squats today.
Apparently he can get donations. So did YouTube like reach out to you saying, hey,
Yes.
guess what? Now you get to do this, all this fun stuff. Would you like to comprehend, or sorry, would you like to join
I will say that from my own perspective, like
whole
this game, I
crap?
just don't think this is a true Dragon Age experience, especially with the tone, which feels completely lost the identity of previous entries in this franchise. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You enjoy Dragon Age the Veilguard, that's great. Just for myself, especially what I was looking for in a Dragon Age game, is just not here so far. But don't worry though, Electronic Arts though has had a completely different take on the situation. We talked about this last video, but
Oh,
yeah,
dang, we're already up to 16.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that much of that old in this very much page for the studio.
Holler at me. Tell me what you're saying.
It's an interview coming from GQ as well.
I'm gonna let me get to an area.
You don't have to scroll through the whole thing. Just read out any.
Alrighty, so what it's Gonchalu Broza. I've heard.
Alright, never mind.
Hello. No, I just don't know. Sorry if I offended.
Mustafa, what's up? Runner boy, what's up, brother? Mass bro. Pug Pug Aries? Pug's my favorite dog, by the way. I had a pug named Dottie. God rest her.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
Wasn't she around when I was alive?
Yes. Who else we got here? Heavy. Gonka Prosa.
Exactly.
Okay, I can't pronounce that either, but hey, what's up? You can chat. I wouldn't go that far. Alright, Runner Boy, I looked up the basics. I saw that you can enable like donations, but I don't see anywhere where that is an option, if that makes sense. It like hasn't. But I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna run like. I don't think I'll ever do ads. You know how they do ads? I can't see. Because like, if it was me watching some schmuck work out in his garage and an ad popped up, I'd be like, "You ain't that important."
I mean, if you want to go that far, well, yeah.
Well, I did sign up for an AdSense account. I went through the whole thing. What's my name? My God-given name is Charles Edward Widener. I go by Charlie.
Yeah. Your God. Yeah.
Besides the comment bar. Oh, so you guys can see it. I can't on mine. What are your squat, bench, and deadlift maxes? Right now, my bench is about 405. My squats looking about 650, and my deadlifts. I did 720 with the trap bar 2 days ago, so I'm thinking that's about 680. So, well, we'll find out with squats today. I'm either going to go heavy and try to go for a heavy single, or I'll do like a heavy rep of 5, which would be like 550.
Yeah.
This has just proven to me, especially with some of the other stuff we're going to go over, bioworking on right now, they do not have the talent enough to do stuff like this. And obviously, I understand there's been LGBT characters in the past within these track machines. It's very much.
Put these right where the other neck runs.
Back then could handle this stuff with nuance, and it actually worked. This, they just do not have it.
Do you want me to read the chat?
Oh yeah, they definitely this character, but they definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if any big questions pop up.
All right.
Any reason we can't just apologize? Yeah.
Your sister's way better.
And this is the
Okay.
This is the preachiness that gets people upset, and this is why you're going to see this one person who tries it out, and it's going to escape gaming circles they already have.
Yeah. He
And
is.
you just give credence to the perspective.
So what are you doing? You're kit bashing the Marines, right? What are you doing? Working on?
Kit bashing. Yeah. I'll show you guys. These came from my father's fire drakes. These are. I decided since the hammer is like this hammer was screwed over, I just glue it to the back of his thing.
Too much.
Okay.
How many you got there? Like 5 or 6?
Yeah, I got like around 5.
So you're taking all the bits and bobs that I had from my Terminators?
Yeah, and putting them on the.
And you're making abominations?
Yes. Yeah. I'm a nerd like my father.
How's Beyblade? You guys still doing the Beyblade videos?
I actually left NBX Stream for many reasons.
Oh yeah, my haircut. I'm actually thinking about cut. So usually when it starts getting about this long, then the wife she starts looking at me like, and then I'll go with a regular high and tight for a month or two, and then I'll get bored and grow that out. Sometimes I'll dye it. Sometimes I'll have like a standard Marine haircut.
Yeah, I'm no longer in NBX Stream.
Frankenstein Warhammer guys. Yeah, pretty much. We're kid bashing.
Yeah.
Well, here, I guess I'll show them. Like, these are, so these are my fire drakes and pyroclasts. And those are salamanders. And I had a bunch of the arms left over, so he's putting them on, he's just gluing them onto his pieces and making like...
Well, you did the same thing, too.
Yeah.
I know you did. And our Mun, 30K form.
Check this bad boy out. That's the that's Vulcan Heastan, the Forge Father.
In Etsy form.
For all of my Warhammer nerds.
Yes. Yeah, I'm no longer doing. Alright, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll see that. I'll see if anyone has questions.
The culture being what it is has lost all sense of subtlety. And far too many films, TV shows, and video games, we see a heavy-handed, top-down approach to the issues of the day. It's a real shame that the developers of Bioware decided to go this route. I've already posted my impressions about this game, which he usually enjoys a lot of. In my piece, I noted that so far, I hadn't anything from
Hi, Austin. Hi, Austin.
partially political or overly woke, as he says, but I had not yet arrived at a certain section of the game that has now been making rounds on social media, roundly and rightly.
Yeah, I do. You know, a great father.
Directly into the narrative of the game as well, feeding a cycle of harmony discourse.
One of them wanted to see a
Not necessarily
curl haircut.
because they're tired of being
A what?
Hang on. Let's see if I can.
in terms of
Oh yeah, Neve K2 said, show us a Jefferson curl. Oh, curl, bro. Sorry, not a haircut. Sorry.
my experience is simple and genuine. Sorry, it's been a show of it, and then bragged about how much better your apology is. The whole scene gives fresh some conversation in undergraduate studies class in California. The kind of conversation said undergraduates someday would be on in Crenshaw.
Jefferson curl.
We actually saw
I can show that real quick. So, the big thing about a Jefferson curl is, unlike a regular deadlift when you want to stiff back, this one what you're trying to do is you're trying to purposely bend each segment of your back, so you're trying to round it.
Yeah.
And you use a deficit at the bottom to stretch your back like an inversion table. So it's a physical therapy movement.
Yeah. I shall take over. But right now, we need to. Here we go.
So I'm going to round my back on purpose.
I just said, and I'm going to stay.
And then at the top, I'm going to push my hips through.
Because I have criticized your
And then I'm going to
manners.
redo the movement. And then at the bottom, I'm going to allow the weight to stretch.
The gender one whose gender does not match the way
And
you
then start it over again.
was a human lump. Perhaps you are like that. Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for Evitage?
You don't need a lot of weight, but that's, well, what's that, 70 or 80 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
It's something you want to take your time, go slow, feel the back stretch, really meditate the movement. Let me turn the TV off.
Yeah. So, during the dawn of time.
Thomas Hunter Boy, I'm skinny fat. I'm Indian South, maybe tears the reason. I'm Indian South, maybe tears the reason. What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand. Your genetics. Sorry. Thomas, the text is scrolling so fast. Maybe next life I'm American or African. Well, I don't know what to tell you about skinny fat, but there's what are you trying to do? Like, what are your goals? Like, what would you say? So a lot of guys, my definition of skinny fat would be me if I'm carrying around another 10% body fat. You're not obese, you just have some padding. Would that be correct? I'm 50 years old. Ibram? Is that how you pronounce that? Ibrahim? Ibrahim, is that how you say that? Do you use TRT? Yes, and I use TRT and DHB. In pounds, he's almost that double that exactly. Can you bench 195? I certainly hope so. I think I could probably do 195 for 30 reps. Where can I get T-ball? Hold on, let me check my workbench. I'll be right back.
We're gonna get what? Well,
Ronnie Coleman. Now, I'm assuming you're referring to Dianabol. That is not a compound I use. Ronnie Coleman is my hero. Thomas, look up Greg Doucette, Callaway, Jefferson. You know, I'll say this. Greg Doucette's kind of annoying, but his cookbook is actually really useful. So he doesn't really care about ingredients, meaning if you think that fake sugar is bad for you or could cause cancer, is carcinogen, or whatever is bad for your system, he uses it more because it has 0 calories and it makes his food taste decent. So he's not really big on whether his food is healthy or not, but his food tastes good and is calorie what's the opposite of calorie dense? Like it's filling without a lot of calories. Thank you. Is it Ibrahim? Is that how you pronounce that? You don't want a D-ball? No, I'm not. D-ball is no. I'm 50 years old. I'm not doing D-ball. The harshest I'll go is for competition. I'll use Anadrol. And even then, I use a small amount. Like, I try to keep it as low as possible. Yeah, so he's just got a bunch of recipes that are easy to make, that will fill you up and don't taste horrible, but they're not necessarily good for you. Does that make sense? Because he uses a lot of substitute sugars and things of that nature. I have homosexual desires. You know, Mac, I bring that out in people. I don't know what to tell you, brother. Looking is free. Touching will cost you. 1,000 grams of carbs a day work wonders. You know what? I really don't track macros. I don't like track carbs or protein or anything. What I do keep a track of is calories. So I try not to exceed my caloric intake. On days that I'm working out heavy, I'll maybe eat like 3,500 to 4,000. And on days that I'm not working out, I try to keep that number between 2,500 and 3,000. And I do intermittent fasting, 18 hours a day. Natty or not? Not.
well,
Dude, I'm 50. You think I'm natural? But on the flip side to that is I'm not using a ton of stuff either.
my age, my name. Gummy, gah. No, Lenny, no. Said, did you ever mentally leave the military?
Did I ever mentally?
This one right here.
I was never really mentally in the military. So, we were fire direction control, and we had a group of 7 Marines. We were in the shop with the forward observers, and we had this really awesome gunnery sergeant, Gunny Tolles. Catch my breath here. And when we were walking around, he'd always say, like, carry a clipboard and walk really fast. Look like you're going somewhere, doing stuff. But when we were in the office, we'd call each other by our first names, and we'd laugh at all the grunts and we had light armor reconnaissance over there by where we were at 43 area. And I heard this was a Lance Corporal telling a PFC to take the trash out. I don't know, we're setting up our little computers, and I hear this guy go, PFC, yes, Lance Corporal, take the garbage out. I, Lance Corporal, drill. And he picks up and runs away, and we're looking at each other like, hey, Bob, did you take the trash out? Bob's like, go fuck yourself, it's your turn. No, we were pretty laid back Marines, but we knew how to, like, put the uniform on. You know, when you're out and about, you play the part. We'd always kind of laugh at the guys that were like, we used to call them motards. Is he gay or on steroids? Probably both. Let's see.
No,
here.
I already told him no. You're not.
Don't tell Mom.
Why shouldn't I tell her?
C-Sama, TRT. So, like, this is like the 5th time in less than 3 minutes that I've answered this question. I'm not natural. I'm 50 years old. Of course I'm on testosterone. I also take a little DHB. Can I pin that comment so that, like, people don't ask me every 30 seconds? Trend ball. Well, I don't know what trend ball is, but if you're talking about trenbolone, I have tried it, and I don't recommend. It works. Let's see. Spiritual growth. What's up? You didn't get any PTSD. That's kind of a tough thing to go and talk about in a lifting video, but let's just say I've been sober since 2013, and I still see a therapist at the VA. I still participate in recovery. What's a good exercise for the middle back? I'm doing wide rowing on the cable tower. Deadlifts. If you're doing rowing, add deadlifts. Weighted pull-ups, barbell rows, deadlifts. End of story. Walnut Stone. Just started off with my home gym. What kind of equipment you got? What workouts do you recommend for shoulders? Overhead press. Specifically, if you have access to a camber bar, it gives you an additional 4 inches range of motion. I And I like to do what's called a Hansen press, which is behind the back, like this. That's awesome shoulder hypertrophy. Another go-to of mine for shoulders, if I'm going to go with dumbbells, is the Arnold press. Those are really good. The big thing is, for anybody working on shoulders, make sure you throw in face pulls so you hit the rear delts. Mark Darian, what's my cardio? We go boxing 3 days a week, and I train heavy bag, which is over there.
Or at least I try it.
And occasionally my wife lets me wrestle with her. Oh wait, I forgot I'm gay. And what is my PRs and SBD? So interesting. Okay, you're the first person to ask me about these. These SBDs are 11 years old, and I have worn them in every single competition I've ever been in. So all my PRs are in SBDs. I just recently switched to this. They're inside out right now, but these are Helix. They're almost identical to the SBDs in design, but they're super, super, super thick. And these will put an additional at least 10 pounds on your lift. The only reason I don't wear them for training is because they are uncomfortable. They hurt. So I train in my, SBDs are awesome. I can't recommend them enough. I'm sorry for that question, but what's your motivation to serve? What question are you sorry for? Very interesting to listen to you, but I can't understand everything because I'm not English. I'm sorry. I'll do my best to clarify.
What's
So
that?
my motivation to serve, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was homeless, and I actually got kicked out of the delayed entry program. My dad wanted me to join the Navy. I joined the Marines to piss him off, and he was mad at me. But I was on the streets. So I really didn't care what my parents thought. It's like I figured if they weren't going to let me live with them, like what say did they have? But no, man, I was sick and tired of being a loser. I was on the streets. I was getting arrested. I was getting in a lot of trouble. I did have a job, but we were literally breaking into abandoned homes to sleep at night, and we would set fires and in the fireplace,
Yeah.
not like. But we got ran off a couple times, and it started getting real cold. So I dragged my ass into the recruiter's office and said, "You need to get me the hell out of here." And I showed up to boot camp with just the clothes on my back. How many push-ups can I do? All of them. Is 200-pound deadlift good for grade 9? Ninth grade. That's what, freshman?
Yeah, that's the start of high school.
What's your weight? I would say as long as you're lifting, it doesn't matter what your numbers are, as long as you're progressing. Does that make sense? But if you want to know if that's competitive or not, I'd have to know your body weight. Spiritual growth. I'm currently on testosterone with 100 milligrams. I don't know what a megagram is. Of Deca for joint pain, but that little bit got me depressed and it's disrupting my sleep. I don't know much about Deca. So the reason I switched to DHB is because I was taking Masterone, which is about 4 times more androgenic than testosterone, and it's supposed to be kind of along the lines of Primo or Winstrol, light, old man stack, but I was still getting acne and I was still having intrusive thoughts like you were with Deca, sleep issues. So I switched to DHB, and I'm taking about 200 a week on top of 200 of testosterone, and all my side effects have gone away. My blood pressure is 120/70. My sleep's still a little screwed up, but I've never really slept that good, so that's kind of hard to say pin that on that. But you're taking DECA for what, like weight loss? What's your motivation behind that specifically? Zamir, oh yeah, thank you. I try to be as honest as possible. SJL podcast. Love the setup, brother. Congratulations on beating your demons. I don't know if I beat them, but we have an understanding. We have discussions from time to time. How much does my pec weigh? I have no idea. Steroids use. Yes, but there's context to that. What squat variation helps me the most?
Death.
Straight up standard close stance barbell squats. But what made that the strongest was using the camber bar or the safety squat bar, or doing front squats. Anything that puts the weight more on the quads than the hips. Because that made my low bar squat shoot up dramatically. Like Bob's in the chat, Bobby Forever. He's the one that turned me on to camber bar squatting. And when I started training with the camber bar, I put 100 pounds on my one rep max in like 6 months. Was it? It was something crazy. It was really fast. Walnut stone. Another variation I really like is split squats, and no particular variety, just all of them. And I also do what's called a horseshoe squat. With a kettlebell or something, that's where I'll set up kind of wide. And these I go to like as much depth as possible with my toes pointed out. These I really, really like. But I would say primarily, I think I squat like 2 or 3 times a week in some form or another. But yeah, pretty much just regular barbell squatting. Spiritual growth, joint pain. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone has that.
John, hey man, how many times do you work out a week? I would say 6 days a week, but it's not really fair because I have the equipment in my garage and I get bored. So I'll come out here and do something. I don't think you need to do that many days a week. I think you can get away with 3 or 4. Take it for shoulder pain. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's what the deck is for. I got you. Have you tried peptides? I got my wife on BPC 157 and TB 500, and she's been on it for a week. I took that when I blew my shoulder out. When I was at 2022 Worlds and my shoulder popped out of the socket, I immediately went on TB 500 and BPC 157, and I did that for 6 weeks, I want to say. And it got me back to being able to bench, and now I'm pain free now. What's better, weight loss, calisthenics or weightlifting? Anything that's going to get calories burning, so anything that raises your metabolism, or your heart rate, is going to be, weightlifting doesn't really raise your heart rate that much, so it's not going to be as good as, say, like calisthenics or cardio. But if you kind of just track your calories and try to come into what your daily recommended allotment is, and then you just focus on strength training, you'll find that you'll burn fat pretty good. Deployment, 60 milligram shots a day. Milligrams of what? A day? I hope not. Your heart's gonna explode. Just stop blowing out chocolate starfishes. That's good cardio. I guess it depends on what end you're on. Brother, I'm riding your back during the Civil War. Please protect me. I'll do my best. Good age for the first cycle, and after how many years of training? I waited till I was almost 46 because I was stubborn. I didn't want to lose my natty status. I was kind of one of those sanctimonious natties. But at age 45, I started suffering from low testosterone. But then the pendulum swung the other way, and then I kind of overdid it a little bit because I felt like when I went on testosterone, right before I turned 46, like within 2 weeks, I felt like a 20-year-old, and I couldn't believe I waited that long. Like I felt stupid. I would have went on at 40 if I would have known how much better it made my life. But then I got a little carried away, and I started getting into some of the heavier stuff, and I did a cycle or two. But me being close, let's see, I was like 47 or 48 when I did that, and I got one bad blood test back, and then I was like done with that. So now what I'm focused on is I try to take the lowest efficacious amount, meaning the lowest amount where I can get the effect I want out of it, and I get my blood work done every couple of months, and I pay really close attention to all that stuff. I check my blood pressure every day. I've got a little cuff I put on in the morning. So it's like we're trying to ride that line between, actually works and isn't going to blow your heart up or destroy your organs. It's high blood pressure is what kills most steroid users. Chronic high blood pressure over time just destroys your organs. Can you focus and look into the camera, please? I'm almost done. No cheese. No cheese. What's up, brother? Does using Smith machine for bench press and squat affect your gains? No, I don't think so. I think that's very valuable. You can do a lot of stuff with the Smith machine that you can't do with free weights, which is like extreme ranges of motion. So I think the Smith machine has its place, especially if you want to do squat variations that will put you out of position, like sissy squats or things of that nature. But if all you did was bench and press with the Smith machine, it would definitely limit your gains because it's a singular plane of motion and you don't work on any of your stability muscles. And you'll get very, very strong at pushing in one plane, and you'll be very, very weak. So like a lot of guys I know guys that can bench 3 plates on a Smith machine that struggle bench pressing 135 pounds without it. So it's like kind of one of those things where there's nothing wrong with a Smith machine. They can be really awesome for training, but don't get stuck just using it. You free weights are the answer to everything. Kane or Undertaker? I gotta go with Undertaker just because of my age. Oh, that's a tough one. Kane or Undertaker?
Like, which Kane does he mean?
Wrestling, Kane or Undertaker?
Oh! I kind of gotta go.
Yeah, you're too young. You don't know that. I'm gonna go with Undertaker.
What kind of wrestling?
The real kind. Lately struggled with bracing, decided to go beltless for a while. What tips do you have for bracing? So, funny you should ask, because I went beltless for a long time, and now I wear 2 belts underneath. I've got what's called diastasis recti, which is a split in my abdomen wall, and I'm going to have it surgically repaired here in the next month or so. And over time, it started stretching the abs out, and the doctor thinks it's from beltless lifting. Now that's an abnormal condition. That's not normal. It doesn't happen to a lot of people, but it is something to keep an eye on. If you're going to go beltless, make sure you're bracing your core properly. Really tighten that sucker up. And then what'll happen is if you go beltless, you'll develop an iron core. It's actually really, really good. But the mistake a lot of people make is they don't brace properly. They don't focus on really tightening up before they do their lifts, and that causes problems. That's where you get your injuries. How long do they serve? 8 years, 6 months. Do you encourage anyone who wants to take steroids? No. No, I don't. I'm not for or against steroid use. If you have a reason and it's going to improve the quality of your life, I say go for it. Just be careful. Like, do your research, get a doctor involved, do your blood work, and have a purpose. Like, if you're just taking steroids to look better, you're shortening your lifespan for like no legitimate reason. Like, but if you're telling me like, hey, I'm gonna set some records and I'm gonna, whatever, like, you got reasons, man, or you're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to work out, or like there's something in it. There's a reason for it, other than I want to be the biggest guy at my gym. And even then, it's your life. I mean, if that's motivation is enough for you, then I'm gonna say, you're entitled to your experience, but I'm not gonna like endorse the shallow use of chemicals that are gonna screw up your endocrine system for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Like I'm 50, so like my natural testosterone was already going bye-bye anyways. And I don't think anything that's going to extend the quality of your life and let you keep doing what you love to do as you get older. Like, you're telling me that that's worse than me sitting on a couch rotting away watching YouTube videos all day. I'm going to say you're high on crack. You know what I mean? Headed to the Navy in 1 month. Hell yeah. Do you know what your rating's going to be? What are you going to do in the Navy? Mason, I hope I just answered your question. You live in Vegas? What the hell, man? Hit me up.
We do too.
You can start training with me. You can be here right now. Can I still buy those steroids you said you're gonna sell me? I think you got the wrong guy, my friend. I don't sell steroids. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because we're on video here and I want to make it clear to the YouTube gods. I'm not a drug dealer. You're on your own. So you're gonna be a submariner? Ew. Oh, my cousin was a submariner. You know what though? That means you're a really smart guy. And you also tested off the charts for. No, we're not playing drums while I'm training, and I'm live on YouTube. Were you really gonna start playing the drums?
No, if I was gonna play drums, I'd sit down and start playing. I wouldn't.
Worth a 70K? No, I'm not saying anything bad about you being a submariner. I am saying that it's a different breed. They test everybody, and like I had a high GT score, so depending on what aptitudes you test for, they look for a certain type of psychological profile. Because there's something about being underwater, even if you're not deployed for very long, you need a special kind of mentality. So those are guys that are, they're different. They're stronger mentally. You wouldn't be able to do it. No, I doubt it. I don't think so. I spent all my time in the Gator Navy on the surface.
Under the surface.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could do submariner or not. That's, but it's tough. It takes definitely a mental fortitude. Oh yeah, that's right, Bobby. You were in the Navy. What did you do? What is my favorite lift? I don't know. I think I would have to say squats. Speaking of which, Hey, you see my coffee cup?
Your coffee cup? Yeah, I think you just had it in your hand a couple seconds ago, I believe, right? West Coast, natural Wolverines. Still waiting to see a true overhead press, Charlie. Okay.
Oh, let him know he's going to be waiting a long time.
You're gonna be waiting a long time because, well...
I don't care what he's waiting for.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who he is.
Well,
I'm waiting for a lot of things. I'm waiting for my pizza to show up.
Did you order a pizza?
It doesn't matter. I'm waiting for one.
Well, how could you wait for one if you didn't order it? That's like saying, "Can I please have wings that I'm not born
Tell you
with?"
what, you and Trips go make videos for each other. You press 135. He tells you how awesome your package looks, and you guys do your thing. Why? I don't understand why it's so important for you to, like, I'm a powerlifter. I don't overhead press. That's pretty known. We do 3 lifts: bench, squat, and deadlift. Overhead press is an accessory.
Illis, as a Marine, what advice can you give about
Chicken legs, hell yeah. My little chicken legs.
Yeah. You're weird.
You got a big ol' ass though.
Yeah, we have an entire family of weirdos. Me included. Y'all have widening intelligence. Oh, okay. Okay, run and Bobby forever. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we do have widener intelligence.
Oh God, no.
Smoking.
That's more like a curse.
You're smoking minors? Okay. I don't know what you mean by that.
Don't read into it.
Hi, bro. You are amazing. Thank you, killer. Dexter Smith, steroids. Do you... Do you guys know about the... West Coast Natural Wolverine. Charlie, let's see a 2025 to the... What did I do?
Whew. Alright, got rid of that idiot.
What was he doing?
Oh, he's just an annoying dude. He's these two guys are obsessed with me. And they just kind of pop on and talk shit. Normally I don't care, but he doesn't know that. Whew. Get rid of the other idiot here too. No, I'll let you stay. Trips, you can stay. I don't really know. So, like, these guys, they want to see me overhead press something. And my overhead press isn't that strong. It's probably like 225. But I don't really train that lift. Like, that's an accessory. You know what I mean? Shoulders, dumbbells, that's accessory lifting. So I don't know why, like they competitively, that's the only lift they do too. So they don't squat, they don't bench. Well, he does kind of bench. They don't. I've never seen him deadlift. But he has a decent overhead press, and dude, I've seen him like he gets English underneath it, and he like just randomly goes on weightlifters pages and screams at them that they can't overhead press as much as him. And I keep trying to explain to him like I don't care. Like I'm happy. I'm really happy that you can overhead press more than me. Like that's awesome. Go away. You know, like, are we done with this conversation?
That's awesome, dude. Now please leave.
I mean, if I trained overhead press, if I actually trained it, there's no way I would not be a million times stronger than him. But I don't train that lift. You know what I mean? Like I've never seen him do a bench press over 315 pounds without his ass coming off the bench. Right?
I mean,
and he's just this weird, he's my age, he's got beautiful hair, I will give him that. He uses like Perk Plus or something, 3-in-1 conditioner, and he makes like weird videos where he sits naked in his bathtub and he rubs his like chest hair, and he just like talks shit about steroid users. He's really weird, man. You gotta check his website out or his page out. It's West Coast Natural Wolverine. He's just a strange dude. He makes like these unhinged rants about like random people that don't even watch his videos. And I wouldn't even know about him except for he comes on my page and just starts screaming like an autistic child. Like, you know what I mean? It's just the weirdest thing. And normally I like to humor him, but I can't keep up with the chat. And I didn't really want my son to read that stuff, so. Killer Callum, what's up, man? Does protein powder make your D small? No, my D being small makes my D small.
I mean, you're born
I
with
don't
it.
think protein has anything to do with it.
Protein is just protein. It's supposed to help your energy.
Not injuring yourself is better than the ego lifter. Look, I am a power lifter, so I do some ego lifting, but I'm just not a big overhead press guy. You know what I mean? Like I just don't care. And it's like, who's the guy that used to make lists of who the strongest, like, everybody that does curls in the community? And he put me on the list at the bottom of it and said I was one of the weakest curlers in the community, but like, I don't curl. Like, that's not a lift I do on a regular basis. I might do it like once a month. So I'm like, I guess I'm competing with you now. You know what I mean?
If I know my dad, he normally does deadlifts.
Plus, if you told me, hey, I'm going to record a curl competition and I'm putting your name on the list, I would make a video where I actually put some effort into it.
I mean, well, if I know my dad, he normally does deadlifts and squats. That's basically.
Mars, you natty. No, sir. I'm on a 200 DHB. Killer Caleb, what's your max squat? The most I've ever done, 680 pounds.
Damn.
I want to say about 650 right now. I'm gonna find out today.
Damn.
As a Marine, Elias, as a Marine, what advice can you give about handling stressful situations in life? Well, this chat room's a perfect example. You got all sorts. You got guys that are trying to have fun. You got guys that are trying to be serious. You got guys that are actually trying to get a legitimate raise out of me. And you get all of them. You get all people that call you a liar, they call you names, they pick a feature that you might be embarrassed about and they'll poke fun at you. You can't take yourself seriously.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way I look in the mirror in the morning and go, yeah, you got it together. You know what I mean? I realize how ridiculous this shit is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just.
Like, you can't laugh at yourself. It's like, lighten up, you know what I mean? Just try not to...
Well, he says that to me a lot.
Lighten up.
Yeah.
You know?
That is true. He does say that to me a lot.
You'll get mad. Take 10 seconds. Don't lose your composure. Not to say it doesn't happen. Just be cool, you know? You cannot even pause the barbell for 230 reps, and that's a fact. I guess if you say so.
Was that supposed to be an insult?
I would have had to have paused it to get to competition records. Like you literally can't compete in the sport of powerlifting unless you pause the barbell.
Was that supposed to be like?
So that's kind of retarded to say that.
Well, was that something like, haha, you can't do that?
Right? I mean, this is what I tell people. Like they try to make me dance like a monkey. Like you can't pause for 230. Do it. Prove it right now. No, go look at the records. I'm online. You can look at my records. I don't need to prove anything. Yeah, but you cannot do it. No, I'm literally telling you, you have to do it in order to compete at powerlifting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't pause the barbell, they don't count the lift. So I could do like at least, no, not twice that much. What did I get in competition? 385?
In competition.
And then I failed at 417.
Well, there was one.
385.
Yeah, there was one where you held like a bunch of records. Like
I have all the Nevada state records in 2 weight classes. I had the national records in 2016. I'm ranked second in the world for my. No, I'm ranked first in the. I'm first in the United States for my weight and age. Second in the world. There's a guy from Germany that outranks me. That's for 50 and older at 220 weight class.
A guy from Germany? I thought it was a guy from Russia who outweighed me.
He hasn't turned 50 yet. He's only 48. I don't have to deal with him for 2 more years. His name is Vasil Gusterov, and if you haven't seen this guy lift, definitely check him out on Instagram.
He was number one.
Vasil Gusterov. He's a crazy Russian, and at the age of 48, he's deadlifting like 800 pounds.
Are you serious?
I squat more than him.
I know you do, but
his bench is almost 500. Holy shit. No, Swift, you're right. And it really is. It's just, I compete. So it's for other powerlifters, it might be interesting. But, you know, I just say that when somebody says something like you can't pause rep 230, it's like, that's not even warm-up weight. You know what I mean? Army over here. Jacob Martin. God bless you and your son. What's your MOS, Jacob? What's up, juice bag? Kenny. Not much. What's up with you, homo? Trump. God, I hope so. I'm on 1,000 milligrams of Equipose, 300 milligrams of Anadrol, 600 milligrams of Test. Ha! You say you do about half of what the Liver King does. All the best from Dublin. Kevin, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bounce you just because I can see you're not going to let up. We'll put you in a timeout. We'll go for 24 hours, all right, brother? I don't mind joking around, but Big Daddy Trips. You could stay. Who's the strongest gym bro you trained with? Oof.
Yourself?
Stan Efferding? Eric Spoto. We were training at Iron Addicts before they closed it in COVID. You know that guy that's still, it's steal your set. Steal your motherfucking set. That guy. Him and
yeah.
Him and Callie Muscle. And,
yeah.
Stan Efferding trained there.
Yeah.
That guy's pretty hard to beat. How much do I lift? How much does your mom weigh? Spoto, yeah, Spoto trained there. God, his arms were bigger than my legs. He started doing arm wrestling, as far as I know. I haven't seen him in a long time. Compton, 1994. What's up, brother? Oh, you're a combat engineer, Jacob. That's pretty cool. So, who else we know? Who else is a CB?
There's the, wait. Oh, I forget. Steve?
No, Steve was a automatic rifleman.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're right though. But he was in a combat engineer battalion.
Yeah, like I said, Steve.
He was assigned to combat engineers, but he wasn't a combat engineer.
How does that make sense?
They
Also, they assigned him, but he didn't do it?
I think he was a cook.
A cook?
Yes, I think he was a cook that they put on a gun turret in a Humvee.
That just seems funny.
Well, someone's got to make their food.
That is true. That is true. I will be taking over because everything is awesome. Everything is cool. You're part of the team. Everything. Swift, what do you recommend for skinny guy that wants to get into lifting? What's a good starting point?
Pick a program and stick with it. Like starting strength 5x5 or Wendler 531, something simple, and stay with it a minimum of 6 weeks. Sharks, not narcs. How many roids you on? 2, technically. I know Larry Pacifico. Oh, does your daughter lift? Yeah, both the kids lift. What did you deadlift that one day?
I deadlift to like 120. Maybe?
No, it was like 180, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, somewhere around 120 or 180.
It was like 180.
Yeah, something.
You weigh how much?
I weigh like right now I weigh 70. The other day I weighed 69.
Okay.
Today I
The
weighed.
young people are like, I weigh 69.5, but last week I was 69.7.
Okay,
You weigh 70, dude.
I'll be more clear.
I'm 12 and a half. I'm 12 and 3/4. I'm 12 and 8/16.
Actually, it's actually.
And then older people are the opposite. we round down.
Yeah, you round down.
Josh, what's up, brother?
Breaking my knees.
Last time I commented on here, Max made a community post on me. Well, what did that do for him? If a tree falls in the woods and no one hears it, does anyone give a shit? They're like, I'm gonna make a video on you. Okay. I'm gonna go find a random alley and scream in it in the middle of the night. I'm gonna be a homeless guy in a corner just yelling at people as they drive by. He can't bench press his body weight.
Cool.
Who? That's what it's like. These little channels that make these videos, they're like hobos that are on a corner and they just sort of screaming at you when you drive by.
Yeah. Oh God.
Kenny Rogers thinks you should be doing your homework and going to bed at 5:42 on a Saturday. You're paying Warhammer figurines, right?
No. He's totally right. I should be going to bed now, right?
At 5:42
Cause tomorrow's a school day,
on a
right?
Saturday. Oh yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's a school day, so I gotta get ready for middle school, right?
Yeah.
I gotta go to bed.
Does a bear take a shit in the woods? Only if you smell it.
I think it takes a shit in the woods.
What are the worst injuries to ever suffer from? And why do you think that injury occurred? So I can tell you exactly why my back got injured. Because I got into an accident with a snowboarder on a black diamond at Devil's Head. And my own skis sliced my back open right to
The spine?
right to the spine. Nicked my kidney. I had 48 stitches. I had to be flown off the mountain in a helicopter. My knee got blown out. I was jumping out of the back of a 7-ton with a pack on my back, and it just popped everything. It popped the ACL, the PCL, and it ruptured the little Meniscus. The cushion.
Yeah.
So I had to
The
rebuild
thing
my
that-
knee.
The thing that's keeping your spine intact.
And then the only the lifting injury that I've received related directly to lifting was when my shoulder came out of its socket in late 22, IPL Worlds, and I had a partial tear. Luckily, I let go of the weight pretty quickly, so I was able to rehab that. But that was from repetitive motion stress, where I was doing the same movement over and over again, and I was ignoring the pain. So that's why every 4 weeks or so you want to kind of change the variations up, whether it's your grip or the bar type. See, a lot of these guys, they give me shit because I'll use a camber bar or the football bar. I rotate through the barbells, but what they don't realize is, like, there's a reason for that. It's to maintain healthy joints past the age of 50. Like, it's not necessarily about trying to outlift everybody, because there's always someone stronger than you. It's like, that's retarded.
Yeah, that is.
Like, you want to take care of yourself and keep doing the things that you love to do. So, the best way to get injured, especially if you're not natural, because what'll happen is your muscles will get way stronger, way faster than your tendons will, is by going too heavy, too fast, and not changing the variations up. Whereas the best way to maintain that healthy those tendons is to focus on the slow negatives, extreme range of motion, slow, controlled, and change the variation up every 4 to 6 weeks. Kenny is ashamed he can't even respond. I don't know who Kenny is. Like, I'm pretty sure I'd be cool with Kenny in real life. Son Goku, does 5-3-1 approach work? Yes, I did the 5-3-1 for 5-6 years, and I had great results with it. It checks almost all the boxes off. It's got undulating periodization, which means you rotate through the rep ranges, the weights you use, so that's your variation. It focuses it progressive overload on the big 3 lifts, and you can program accessories in. And it's just a nice, simple program where you can keep progressing for a long period of time before you hit a plateau. The 5-3-1 is a good intermediate program. Once you hit a plateau with that program, you might have to get creative. But that's a good one to run, especially if you're starting out. Oscar, thank you, brother. What's my deadlift PR? Well, I just hit 720 the other day with the trap bar. The most I've ever done on a conventional bar is 685. Is it 680 or 685?
Maybe, I think it was somewhere like 685 because
It was one or the other. We'll say 680. We'll go with the lower number.
I think it was 685.
Guys, I have a little gyno and want to be less obvious. Should I focus upper chest more? Well, first of all, if you are being 100% serious and you're starting to develop gyno, you need to get your blood work done and start looking at why you're developing gyno. It usually has a lot to do with the estrogen to testosterone ratio, and that's a really, really retarded, simplified way of saying it. But you want to get a doctor involved if you're developing gyno, because you can either take different compounds or adjust what you're taking.
What's gyno?
Gyno is when you start developing boobs, like what West Coast Wolverine has, man titties.
Okay.
And that's bad. You don't want to do that. Once you get past a certain point, a certain amount of gyno will go away, supposedly. But once you get past a certain point, you have to have it surgically removed. So yeah, I would start with blood work. Like, you literally go get a doctor, a sports nutritionist or whatever, go to a male clinic, tell them you have gyno, and they will help you fix it. Like, seriously, I'm not even joking. Because that's just a bad look, man. I'm not trying to bag on you, nothing. I'm just saying, don't let that get any worse. It's not that abnormal, and a little tiny bit is going to bother you more than most people, but it will bother you. And, like, what is the point of what we're doing if we're going to start developing, like, you gotta Josh is laughing. It's funny, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's serious. Like it's something you can get addressed. You can definitely get it addressed. Which recent comment did he make? I get a lot of shitty comments. You know me, Matt. I don't hold it against people. Gotta do cardio on days when you don't do weights on upper and lower body. I am not even gonna try to pronounce your name. I will call you No One Kino 1D with a long name. One Force. Yes, that's why we box 3 days a week when we're not training.
So yeah. What we normally do is we normally box. Like that's what we'll normally do. We'll box, and with like. We normally take Delphine. It's normally just Delphine, me, and him. And
where's the drinks at?
The drink.
Oh, I got
them. But normally he'll take us individually, or he'll just go by himself. Because there'll be days where I just go with him, or he just goes with Della, and he just goes by himself. So.
Tell them who we train with.
We train with Coach Paulie. Is he a professional boxer?
Yes.
He's a professional boxer, and he has the gym called Artist Boxing Gym.
He used to train under Freddie Roach.
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
He was one of Freddie Roach's trainers. Now he's got his own gym.
Yeah, and
he was on Manny Pacquiao's team.
Don't shout him out.
And I suck.
Don't.
You're pretty good. I'm not. I'm awful.
Well, you're a kickboxer.
Yeah, we didn't go that far.
I suck.
No, we've been training with him for like 3-4 months now.
Yeah, we've been training him for 3-4 months.
We're getting pretty good.
Well,
we're doing a lot of sparring.
I suck at kickboxing.
You don't know how to kickbox. I showed you how to kick a bag. No, you're getting pretty good with boxing though.
Yeah.
You've had how many spars now? What, 3?
Yeah, I've had 3, and I believe I've, like, sometimes, I had 2 battles, 2 fights in the ring, and I've won both of them.
Let's see here.
He's got my nose bloody one time.
I'm doing front squats because ab gets stimulated, but I can't go all the way down. I feel it in my back. So, I don't know if Runner Boy's still on here, but he's your front squat guy. I'm going to tell you right now, front squats, if you are having that issue, it means your ankle mobility is a problem because you got to get your knees over your toes more. Meaning, I'll show you. So like this would be a low bar squat, right? So for a front squat, because you're more upright, your knees have to come over your toes. So you got to really work on being able to get your feet flat with your torso upright more. Opposed to back here. Otherwise, you're falling forward. Now, the way I would suggest tackling that is go to Google Play or whatever the Apple stores if you have an Apple and download a barbell tracker. It uses your phone and it will track your bar path. You set the camera up on the side of you and you video yourself squatting. And you can correct your form using that if you train alone. I actually use one. I use a barbell tracker. And it'll help you get a bar path straight up and down, and it'll help correct your front squat. It's a very technical lift, but it's more, most people, their hang-up is their ankle mobility. God loves you, but because God is good and won't accept evil, there will be punishment for that. Punishment for what?
Yeah. There'll be a punishment for what?
What specifically am I being punished for? Oh yeah, wild card. Was that Freddie Roach's gym?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got pictures of. I think that's the one he has pictures of. That's the one that he had the upstairs, right? It was a 2-story gym. Radiant strength. Your advice is solidly awesome, mate. I'm glad I found you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm not a trainer. I would never charge a dime to train anybody, but I am a really good coach when it comes to squat form, body mechanics, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's, I guess my specialty would be finding your leverages based on your moment arm. Like, for example, the angle for back squat, how far on the back the barbell should be, you know, where you should have your spine aligned, that kind of thing, your knee versus your hip ratio. I'm really, that's sort of what I specialize in. Any solution? Wow, amazing. Dr. Cholakian and his associates send their regards. Cholakian. I was watching those videos. Dr. Cholakian. Oh, you want to see some creepy stuff? Look that guy up. Any solutions for uneven pec? Yes. Most people have imbalances, and they might be minuscule. Free weights, dumbbells. You're in the camera.
I am?
I was like to see your head creep in.
Oh, I was?
You can say hi, it's okay.
Well,
Most imbalances will even out over time with enough volume training free weights. You can use dumbbells if you have a really heavy imbalance, like if you're coming back from an injury or atrophy or that kind of thing. Bobby's saying uneven pec could also be gyno. I'm going to take that a step further and say if you have an imbalance, it's probably you want to identify why that is. Is it from an injury? Were you born that way? Is there something going on? You know what I mean? Like, well, I was born with a curved spine, for example, scoliosis. Text do fucking Rose. Standing with barbell helped me. Yeah. 31 years old, own a construction business, been out of sports in the gym. You're a general contractor? That's awesome. I work commercial construction myself. My strong arm pec is smaller than my left arm. Well, life looking for new motivation. That's a tough one because that seems to be like the number one issue that guys our age have is like life's a grind, you know, we got families to support, you go to work every day, and sometimes you go, you know, I'm a spiritual guy, I'm a Christian myself and a man of faith, but we still have moments where sometimes it just feels like there should be more to life than the grind. So it's like sometimes it can be hard to identify that meaning, you know, we feel like, especially like if you were talented or you feel like you were born for more, like maybe you're not doing what you feel like you should be doing. I can say for me, being a father has brought me great meaning, but there are times like, you know, like I watch you guys and I'm like, I'm not dead yet. I want to compete. I still want to set records.
yeah.
I don't know, Ian. It's like one of those things. I will say this: I can't tell you what your meaning's going to be, but I can say that that fellowship is one of the things that men our age is lacking. Is we don't have good social groups, and you definitely don't want to isolate yourself. You know, sometimes just reaching out and talking about it is a start. But I found that like joining a fraternity or finding a group of like-minded individuals goes a long way to discovering or, you know, getting that fire back. That's another reason I went on testosterone. Like I lost like my zest for life, you know. 45 years old, I was like losing motivation to train. I wasn't interested in my wife. I want to sit there and just eat and watch YouTube videos. And I was like, man, what is wrong with me? And I got my blood work done after someone hounded me for a few months to check it. And as it turns out, it was low testosterone. So just going on hormone replacement therapy like changed my life, man. David D, a lot of band work. Yeah, most of my bands are broken. I stored them in the garage and it's dry here in the desert. I love bands. Shoulder dislocate, rotator cuff strengthening and stability. The handsome press. If you went to a professional, I used to have the same issues. Elias, yes, yeah, I see a therapist, 100%. that really super long game just sub. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you for your honesty, respect for that. Yeah, no, absolutely. Dude, I mean, look, we're all like, we're all screwed up, you know? We all got our issues. It's like, you show me the guy online. That's why I hate this manosphere bullshit. Like this Wes Watson types, you know, I don't know, people that worship money. It's just idol worship. It's like, you don't get any meaning from that crap. That's bullshit. All that's fake. You know, like, what's real life? You know, real life is getting up at 3 in the morning to go to work to make a bunch of money so that a bunch of ungrateful little assholes can spend it all.
Can you be quiet?
Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? You're just doing your best to keep up, man. And it's easy to get lost in the shuffle. I think that's one of the reasons I compete. Having that competition hanging over my head just gives me that little bit of extra motivation. And I always tell guys, if you're going to train to be a power lifter, compete. Go find a federation that's local and enter one. You know what I mean? And even if you don't do good, it's an experience.
Try your best.
What the hell else are we going to do? Golf? What's my age? 50.
Can you stop asking that question, please? I've heard it 4,000 times.
No, it's because people pop in and out.
Oh.
Have I ever tried BPC and TB 500? My wife is on it right now. That's BPC 157. Yes, that's how I used both of those when I rehabbed my shoulder. Hello 478. What steroids you on? Testosterone and DHB. Nip slip. No. I do that on purpose. You look younger, bro. It's all lighting. It's just a facade. It's all fake.
It's all AI.
Thoughts on functional movements versus
It's all in your imagination.
SBD for power and force development in sports? No, here's the thing. Like, functional movements are great. Don't get me wrong, because you're doing the thing. And nothing makes you better at doing the thing than doing the thing, whatever the thing is. But if you want to, like, talk about bang for your buck, heavy barbell squats make your legs super strong. You can squat twice your body weight. Now you're in a territory where you're a legitimately strong person. That translates to every single sport that I can think of. My vertical went up immensely when I started squatting heavy. Like, I'm 50 and I can still get my forearm over a basketball rim. You know what I mean? And I don't play basketball anymore. I go out there and shoot hoops every once in a while, but it's just like, I don't know. I think me personally, I believe the best thing you can be doing is like your barbell lifts, your big 5. Bench squat, deadlift, barbell rows, overhead press. And then the rest you should fill in as you need for accessories.
Yeah.
And then you'll be legitimately strong no matter what your sport is. Matt, did you ever see the video Grinch versus Satoru Goju? No, but I'll check that out. That ain't no slip. You're not one of them homosexuals, are you? Come here, boy. I'm trying to think of something funny to say.
Come here, sweet.
You ain't one of them homos, are you? I might be, but don't tell my wife and kids.
I'm standing right here.
I don't play basketball anymore, but I still fuck bitches.
You still do the dunk? You still do a
I
dunk?
am pretty vascular.
You are.
Doesn't it seem like older guys are way more veiny than younger guys? I don't know why that is. Hey, do me a favor, will you? Can you run out and check the mail? I just heard the truck come up.
Okay.
I'm grabbing something to drink. I haven't gone anywhere.
And we have Zeal package
What's up?
for you.
Oh. What the hell is this shit? And it's mommy.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Was that the only thing that was in there?
Yeah.
Really? No letters, nothing?
There was the food things, the things that,
Oh, the flyer.
yeah, those things, but that was pretty much it. I shall read Zeal comic. Lego Man says you're jacked.
Thank you.
Alice, don't overlook a good heavy Indian club for shoulder mobility and strength, though.
Oh, that's right. I was going to demonstrate the hand synchrone.
Yeah. Oh, body weight beast fitness. What up, fam?
Yo, yo.
He says yo yo. BPC 157 doesn't seem too unsafe, and it does work, but full long-term effects are not known. David D. It's the guy that I looked into those clubs. What weight you use?
What's up?
Oh, he was responding to another.
Phew.
I'm gonna put these with the other neckrons.
Rudy, that's awesome. Okay. Don't look a good heavy Indian club. Yes, I think Indian clubs are awesome. But I'm not proficient with them and I don't own any. Yeah, they're awesome. I think there's actually, we used to do Indian club workouts just using sledgehammers. That's so stupid and dumb. Do take so much weights without a grown-up man that can help you if something bad happens. Alex,
Hold,
what?
hold.
Why not go deeper? There's really no need to. It doesn't help me for powerlifting. My genetics and calves is so bad. You're asking me? My calves are tiny. But I'm not a bodybuilder, so I don't really give a shit. No, I have look how small my calves are. Compared to the rest of my leg. Little tiny calves. I've never gotten my calves to grow. Wear shorter shorts. That helps because it shows more of your quads off, and then people won't make fun of your calves that much. What did I just squat? That's 495. No. That's 475. I'm gonna go up to 545 here in a minute. Yeah, and not to say you can't grow your calves. Obviously, hypertrophy, you absolutely can, but it's one of those muscles. Think about it. You're walking all day. You're on your calves all day. It works all day. So in order for you to cause an adaptation for your calves to grow, you have to punish them. Think of the hardest workout you do and triple it to get your calves to grow if your calves are small. And I am just not, I don't care. Life's too short. My wife doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, and that's the only woman I'm trying to impress. You have to go 90% in powerlifting. No, so for powerlifting, Colton, your hip crease needs to be below the knees. So this has to be right under this. So this is about the depth you're looking for. So it's deeper than 90 degrees. Like this would be a 90-degree squat. Okay. You know what I mean? You gotta go down here. But like to get stronger. Okay, so like say you're just trying to get strength in your legs. You load up to a max weight for a set of 5. And you just blow out an AMRAP. You get the first one's to depth. Awesome. Second one's to depth. Third one, you're starting to get tired. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Keep going. Just keep going. Fourth one's high. Fifth one's 3 or 4 inches high. You just keep cranking them out. Would you get more out of your workout if you stopped the second you couldn't go all the way down, or if you did another 5 or 6 reps but they were a little bit high? You tell me. I'm more for volume. I think you just keep squatting, and even if they're a little bit high, just keep cranking them out. Josh Tippy, I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm a powerlifter. I'm not a powerlifter. I just like lifting weights. Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
How do I guarantee we'll reach my full potential in powerlifting? I have big goals. It's 240 kilogram deadlift, 200 kilogram squat. Let me do the math on that.
Whopper.
What's 200 kilograms to pounds? $529. Okay. So yeah, 530, 500.
Whopper.
Well, okay, radiant strength. How long have you been powerlifting for? I mean, those are pretty good numbers. And my friend, bicycling for calves. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, bicyclists. But I don't know. Calves are also genetic. You know what I mean? Like you've seen some guys. Some guys have huge. Sprinting. I think sprinting really blows your legs up too. Like legitimate sprinting, like sets. You know, you set the 25 yards up, cones up, and you go for sets of like 5, where you run as fast as you can. Like legitimate sprints. Those will make your squat numbers go up too. Gen Z here. We highlight central clips. We need more people to be like Gen X. People are soft today. We need to fix. Ugh. We need people to take care of themselves, and we need to stop accepting the lies we have been told. Yeah, so that's my big thing is, like, I try not to judge people, but I am not going to speak something that I don't believe to be true, and I'm not going to tell a lie. And I think that, it's just my opinion, I think that every man has a duty to be as strong as he can be. You know, I think that we should try to perfect something, whether it's a skill, an art, musician. My son's putting together Warhammer figurines right now.
Yeah, I'm gluing dead heads.
But no, I think that it's important that, like, you know, I don't know, like nothing served me more in life than being strong. Like even at work. So when I was working professionally before I started training, I was doing the same job, and people did not take me seriously. I came back after a year of training, and I was pretty solid, and I noticed people talked to me different. They treated me differently. We have a bias towards.
It's because they're like,
people treat attractive people different. It's just we do. It's not fair, but it's just the truth.
I know you made a joke about you're a strong nerd, so if anyone
don't need squats, don't need deadlifts, big daddy trips. Well, you kind of do if you're competing in powerlifting.
Well, you made a joke about how you're a nerd.
315 front squat coming soon. That's badass, Depth Hitler. Crack rock squat.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, big daddy. tell me you're not strong without telling me you're not strong. That's the one thing that always cracked me up about you guys, Wolverine and all that. Like, you can't. I've never seen that man do another lift except an overhead press, and yet he screams at people because he can press more than them. You'd hope so. That's the only lift you do.
Hey, Dad, can I
And I think how much does he weigh? Is he like 260, 270 pounds?
I was gonna ask
So if
if
you
I
go by like the weight ratio, it's not even. It wouldn't even be like considered that strong in competition.
I was gonna ask if I could use the 2 Rata cans to spray paint my.
No, we're not. I'm in garage training. You want to prime right now?
Yeah, that's me.
Where's your airbrush?
Airbrush? My airbrush is at home.
You didn't bring it with?
No.
Oh, yeah, let's wait on the priming. Let's wait till we're done.
Okay. I'm a bit of impatient.
You gotta have. As a matter of fact, if I was gonna pick one exercise, if I could only do one lift ever, it would be squats, hands down. Because that checks off the most boxes compared to the effort. For the movement you're doing, you're working out with most of your body, percentage-wise. So David D, lighter. Actually, you do bring up a good point. I try to go pretty heavy for these videos, but like most of my training's in rep ranges, so like sets of like between 8 and 3, depending on where I am in my phase. So I rarely max out. You really don't have to go super heavy all the time. Matter of fact, you don't ever have to go super heavy. You can make a lot up with volume. Most likely your shoulder's not moving how it is really supposed to. When you move your shoulder through its range of motion, do you get any kind of clicking, any popping, anything like that? JD, I would actually say it's deadlifting. Yeah, you know what? There's a debate on that, deadlifts versus squats, and yeah, honestly, I could say this. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you if you pick deadlifts over squats. It's essentially a full body lift. As a matter of fact, the debate was because you have to hold the bar and you're holding it, you're working your upper back more. You definitely have a way stronger lower back for sure. Am I married? Yes, 13 years. Blood flow is the key to healing, 100%. Yeah, never a truer statement. If you can get blood flow to a damaged area, that's where BPC 157 and TB 500 really, really work their magic. Is if you're going to use those peptides and you can get, I think it's BPC 157 that helps with inflammation. But if you can work the inflammation out and get to my wife's a massage therapist, so I'm kind of lucky in that regards. But if you can get one of those like massage therapy guns or something like that, really work the area. I know a couple of my buddies do that cupping thing. I really don't know much about that. It looks like an octopus attacked you. What's the minimum squat weight to be considered strong? This is my opinion. But I consider a man legitimately strong if he can squat and deadlift 2 times his body weight and bench press 1.5 times his body weight. If you can do those 3, you are a legitimately strong top percentile man, top percent of the planet man, just in strength. That puts you like way above the 5% mark. So for most guys, you're looking at like the 1,000-pound club. 200-pound guy if you can deadlift 405, squat 405, bench 250. He's a legitimately strong man. You can walk into any gym on this planet and you will be one of the strongest guys in the place. Owen Lutz, do you have any advice for growing arms, upper body compounds? Dr. Mike Israetel, Renaissance Periodization. A guy also I work with online, his name's Prophet Fear. Prophet Fear, check his page out. And one of the things he focuses on is full range of motion. So the old school, like Arnold Schwarzenegger curl, was like holding it at the top, really squeezing the muscle, right? To get that growth. But really, you want to be lifting from the stretched position. So as far as you can stretch the muscle out is where the growth happens. Same with chest. So, instead of doing those heavy overloads, you want to stretch the pecs out, just rip them apart. Slow and controlled tempo. Get the blood in the muscle. So you want to stretch. So really working each muscle from its lengthened position and slowing the tempo down. 1, 2, 1, 2. You know what I mean? That's, if you do those two things, whatever you're currently doing, your workouts will improve astronomically. Without knowing any other thing about your training program, just adding tempo and stretch will really increase. Art M, he just said the N-word. Who did? Relaxy, these days men are so weak they're lucky if they can even bench 1 times their weight. Yeah, no, it's, you go into any gym and you see guys struggling with a plate on the bar. But the way I look at it, we got to be in there encouraging each other, like you got to tell that kid, like, yeah, man, your goal should be 2 plates. Get some. Because we do 2 things wrong. We don't push ourselves hard enough, and we don't hold we don't have no fellowship. You know what I mean? We're not talking to guys at the gym. We're not trying to be good ambassadors of the sport. We're not encouraging people. So our job is to encourage others to get as strong as they can. And usually that's, like if that's inviting them to train with you. Like when we go to the gym, I'll see guys lifting and they'll come up and ask me questions. And the first thing I say is, hey, you want to start training with me? This is what time I get here. That's an open invitation here in Vegas too. Anybody that lives in Vegas. How much are you squatting right now? Well, that's 475 on the bar, but I'm going to bump that up. $545. See how that feels. Word of the day, bark, bark, bark. Don't forget to pray to God every morning. Every day, really. Thoughts about getting psychotically hyped for being able to lift more weight. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that's the hardest thing is like you're working through that apathy. I don't use pre-workout. I drink coffee. Where's my coffee cup?
Why do you?
I also like this stuff right here. It's a Innovative Science Nutrition nitric oxide booster, and it's got citrulline, arginine, and then L-citrulline. And really, what this stuff is a vasodilator. It just gives you a nice pump. And between that and a cup of coffee, but good music usually works too. I like if I'm really struggling to lift, I'll put System of a Down on and just start rocking out. What's my height and how much you weigh? I am 5'9 3/4", not a hair short of 5'10", and I weigh 220 pounds. Chop suey, hell yeah. No, I like, my favorite one is sugar. Sugar. Are you all natural? You are in incredible shape. No. I'm on testosterone and DHB. I only listen to 50 Cent while I lift. That's not a bad option. Watch the chords there, buddy.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Omega-3 fish oil is good for tendons and joints. Yeah, you know what? I want to add to that, Elias. I was reading a study that was suggesting that a lot of people overuse omega-3s. And that's not saying that, like, that's still awesome advice. You're 100% right with inflammation. But for like, sometimes people take them and they don't need to. And it's usually like those people that are like super really crazy strict about their diets, and they're like adding too much. And basically what the study was saying was get your blood work done, and it'll tell you what your deficiencies are. Do I compete in bodybuilding? No. I've thought about it, but no, I'm a powerlifter.
What's bodybuilding? Oh, no, never mind.
You know, where you grease yourself up and get all tanned.
You do weightlifting so you look
I
better.
wouldn't mind doing bodybuilding.
Not the end of the world.
Is that Planet Fitness? We have Planet Fitness here. So, will soy cause negative effects? I've actually read a few studies that suggest that the soy mimics the estrogen molecule and can be an estrogen blocker. Now the question is how much soy would you have to consume for how long for that to be a legitimate problem? But I would think that anything that's an estrogen blocker over long periods of time would definitely cause testosterone issues. So that's just something you probably want to eliminate from your diet as much as possible. It's kind of hard to because they put soybean oil in everything. But it's not something I would knowingly consume. You know, like I wouldn't pour soy oil on my salad, if you will, or cook with it or add it to anything. Yeah, what's bodybuilding? Spoken like a true powerlifter. Yeah, that's that beauty pageant stuff, right? Where you put your little banana hammock on and squeeze your butt cheeks. Does TRT affect your behavior? I would say no, but I bet my wife would disagree with that. That's true. Getting blood work done is the most important. When you say a privilege, are you saying because of like the cost of it? Because that's actually not wrong. I mean, for some people, if their insurance doesn't cover it, and I am covered by the VA, so anything I need to get done, I can just go to the VA and ask for it. And some people might not have that, but there's a lot of clinics that are opened up online now, where you can literally have tests sent to your house, and they're not super expensive. Oh, not all countries are really available. Norway. Well, how do you get your physicals done in Norway? Like, you can't get blood work done. Like, how do they know what's going on with you? Oh, you can't get it easily, I see. So it's not like you can just walk into a clinic and ask for a blood test. Which you can here in Vegas. You literally can just go in and ask for a blood test. And it's a couple $100 usually. Do they have, are you able to get the online ones maybe shipped to you? How long do I usually rest between sets? Oh, and so normally when I'm not talking to you guys, 6 to 10 minutes. I get talking to you guys and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I'm working out. I need to get on this. And then I lose my warm up and it's like, oh my god, pain sets in and it's like rigor mortis. But usually about 6 minutes. Again, we were interpreting studies that indicated the time it takes the average male to return to 100% capacity for max effort is about 6 minutes. And no more than 15, I think it was 15 or 20.
20?
I don't remember. I'd have to bring the study up.
15.
It was Dr. Mike Israel that he had that he did a podcast on it, and I looked at the source, so I saw the studies he was referring to. Where's my well, now I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a refill real quick.
I shall keep y'all entertained. Want it now, want it now, gingerbread. Hello. Hi, KJ. Small motion. Okay. Why don't you
All right.
exercise?
What'd I miss?
Randy Orton said, why don't you exercise?
Who, you?
I don't know if he was talking to you or
Yeah,
me.
why don't you exercise?
Fine. You want to see me exercise so badly? Fine. Well, fine.
Can they see you? What? I know you can do more than one push-up. What the hell?
I don't.
Pick that kettlebell up. That weighs 80 pounds. Or what do we see? 20, 30, 45, 52, 46. That's 70 pounds. Gonna hold it forever?
No.
So it's, if that's 70 pounds and you weigh how much?
70.
You should be able to do 10 at least. Go. Get back straight, tighten the core. 9. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Push those hips through. Push those hips through. There you go. Come on, you got it. Come on, keep going. You got more.
16.
Come on, come on.
17. 18.
Oh, you can do 20.
19. 20. 21.
Oh, he just keeps on going.
22. 23.
30, 40.
Oh, damn.
All right, you're done.
Yeah, I am.
You're done. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just my back. God damn. Woo! See? Take that.
Damn.
Ooh, yeah.
How do you feel? Oh,
My back.
so he just did one set to failure. That's all you really need. Work your way up to. Yeah, you're gonna be sore tomorrow.
Well, if I'm he
He never school, not on the weekend. No, Enrique, that wasn't bad. He was mostly, he had his core tight. He was pretty straight up. I didn't see any issues with that. Are you from America? Hell yeah. The north part.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yes, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I live currently in Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
They're saying your form sucked. And
Thanks.
yeah, it was a little sloppy, but it was all right.
All right.
I mean, your back was straight enough. I wasn't that concerned about it. Watching from India. Well, thank you. Welcome. Well, what time is it over there? Hoorah! PJ Maxx. I sense a Marine. I sense a Jarhead. 7 a.m. Holy cow. Johann Baptist Moore son. Form was fine for a beginner. Now I have had him deadlift, and
I'm a guy that'll deadlift something like way like spread apart.
yeah, you like the sumo. I don't particularly care for that, but we're pretty strict with. If he's gonna pick like a serious amount of weight up, like I don't play around. But and they're not wrong. I mean, you can still hurt yourself with that.
Yeah. My back is
Grove
7.
Gaming, 1:30 in the morning here in the UK. And you barbell squatted that one time, right? Or did I have you squat out of pins?
No. I barbell squatted like something. Yeah, I
It
remember
was
that.
at least your body weight.
Mhm.
I know, him being 13.
Well,
Somebody- people-
actually, I'm going to be 13 in November 19th.
You know, the debate is whether it's good for kids that are under the age of 13 to lift heavy because it can stunt their growth or whatever. I personally don't subscribe to that because reading the studies that I have, so my wife's, she's going to school to be a microbiologist, and I have a background in chemistry, so, you know, like, when it comes to research papers, peer reviews, like, we have access and can interpret that stuff. I can interpret studies. She's published papers before. And we've looked at the literature for when it comes to like the aggregate of the sample size. It's hard to get good training samples because it's usually people that they find that have never lifted before. It's hard to get experienced lifters together. People don't want to take time out of their training, you know, to participate in studies. It's just really hard to get good data. But all the data I've seen was extremely inconclusive, and it suggested that if kids under the age of 13 heavily, hard, and consistent, it can stunt their growth. I don't think there's anything wrong with a kid going to the gym once in a while and lifting some weights with dad. It's just nothing's going to happen except they're going to get a little bit stronger. Daniel lifts. Yo! What do I do for a living? I'm in commercial construction. I've been in commercial construction for...
Yeah, you're a safety manager, right?
I'm the safety manager.
You're the safety manager.
Nothing exciting. I've been in construction for a long time.
Yeah.
Can Asians get big?
Yes.
Well, I can tell you I know a few that are way bigger than I am.
That's why I said yes.
Is 180 bench good for 14? Yeah. How much do you weigh? If you tell me you weigh 300 pounds, I'm going to say no. Devil Dog, suffer 5, brother. Weigh 205. At 14, you weigh 205 pounds? Holy shit. Yeah, no, 180 is a really good number. If you weigh 205, what I'd like to see is 1.5 times that, so like 250 is your target. That's what you should be shooting for. 6 foot, jeez. From which state are we voting for Kamala? Oh my God, could you even imagine? You know, she
does when
she's like, when I become president, when I get in office, I'm going to give all you free stuff and do all these things. And
The
I'm like,
problem is you're
you're
in.
in office now, dumbass. Like, why don't you do it right this minute? She's a sock puppet.
Now see,
What years did you serve? 1994 to 2003. PJ Maxx, no.
PJ Maxx.
Kamala's. I can't even. Oh, the way she cackles, it makes me angry. Like she just. You ask her like, "What are you doing about the border?" Just makes me mad. Everything. Well, what we really need is unity. That's not an answer, stupid. Like, Credence Ledoux, you're an awesome dad. I appreciate that. What do you think? Am I an awesome dad?
You're an amazing
Am I an
dad.
awesome dad, son?
Please don't.
I'm a good dad, right?
Please don't give me.
I'm a good dad, right?
Please don't abuse me for the 400th time.
That's not.
No, you're a really good dad. I know he questions about himself. I think he'll sometimes say like.
Time out, Aiden. We gotta get serious here. Daniel. Poor people supporting Trump. I'll never understand that shit. All right, I'm gonna get real with you guys here for a second. We're gonna put my Marine hat on.
Do you want me to go get it?
No. I don't support anybody. Like, we shouldn't be supporting a strong central government. This country was founded on some principles which suggest that we should be leading our communities from the ground up and not the top down. Like, there's no one's going to save us. It doesn't matter who we vote for. The way our government is set up is you can't get anything done by design. And that's so no one branch can take power. So they've been slowly chipping away at our freedoms for the last couple decades, and we've been basically asleep at the wheel and letting them have it. There's the most we can do right now is stop the hemorrhaging. But we're really at a point now where the government serves itself and not the people. We are not a representative government. And that's not to suggest that you shouldn't vote, because I think that if the Democrats stay in power for another 4 years, it will literally be the death of this country. And we're on the doorstep of a one-world government right now. The only thing standing in the way from the globalist takeover, which America started in the 90s, incidentally. Well, it was probably before that. It was right after World War II is where the roots of it can be traced back to. But did you just break that?
No, I didn't. It was just bent.
Oh, so it just pops out there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't support any candidate. I don't believe in, like, the president is not supposed to have the power he has. I think it's like, right now we're a joke. The rest of the world thinks we're a joke, and I would too. My friends that live overseas, they ask me, they really think that 30 to 40% of our population is gay or trans because of the media, and you would think so. Conservatives have no voice. We don't speak up for ourselves. Thoughts on Epstein? I don't really have any, to be honest with you. All I know is that you'll never see that list. I think if that list came out, I'd be really interested to see who was on those planes with him. 91 to 99 here. We had a little overlap there, Robert.
Didn't Trump tell us to inject ourselves with bleach?
No, we did not. It tell you to inject yourself with bleach.
And
How many chickens can I eat? All of them. Chickens and like, I actually have 20 chickens in the backyard.
My mom said he did.
Just shut up and lift. Yeah, you know shit. All I do is burpees. It's working great. Burpees are awesome. I just hate doing them. I'm anathema to cardio.
I shall keep you guys entertained
I'm
once
right here.
more. Dink. Oh boy. Alright, let's see if I can beat this.
Oh, I'm
Oh, you are? After when you're done, I'll do that.
I don't know, man. I think you're gonna be hurting in the morning.
Well, that's the consequences of my actions. And, go Trump. Yes. Trump 2024. They are leaving Christine fundamentals in the past. Our country is turning gay.
You know, I don't think it is. I think what it is a loud vocal minority that has controls of the entertainment media, and it's part of the plan. It really is. You know, they're trying to normalize this shit. But if you talk to people, if you go down, you know, like outside, and you talk to your neighbors and your friends and your coworkers, who do you know in your life that really supports this crap?
What is your favorite food for bulking?
For bulking, I try not to bulk. Mexican. Give me some carne asada burritos, baby.
SS, did you play football, man?
I did. I played football, basketball, hockey.
Yeah, isn't that how you got your fat lip, hockey?
Mm-hmm.
When they swung a puck at you?
Yep.
As a Mexican, I approve that message. Joshua.
Oh, I love Mexican food, especially since I've moved out here towards California. And
He makes the best salsa. I don't care what anyone says. Best salsa I've ever made. He's ever made. Joshua says, do you have any tips for losing weight?
Let me hit this and I'll get back to you on that.
Alright. Did you play some?
What?
I was gonna ask if you played some.
Only as a kid.
He said only as a kid. Thanks. SS. What positions did you play in football? A devil dog.
Punt returner.
All devil dogs can.
Fullback. And strong safety. I was not a starting fullback. I was a little meatball.
All right.
And give me the ball and just have me run as hard as I can at the line. Just punch through. Like Matt Suey. Tips for losing weight. For 2 weeks, I want you to get a pen and paper and write down everything you eat. If you wake up in the middle of the night, eat cookies, write it down. 2 weeks. Yeah, you'll be able to get some good data. Because everybody thinks they don't eat that much. You'd be surprised. Once you have a good picture of what you eat, you can kind of determine what your daily caloric intake is. And all you got to do is cut 500 calories off of that day. If you can manage to do that, and some people don't have the discipline, but if you can manage to do that, you can control your weight, because that's all I do. If I want to drop a few pounds, I cut a few hundred calories a day. When I gain a few pounds, I eat a little bit more. I never bulk. Yeah, I'm 50. Get it, little dude?
All right, I'm gonna try and beat this.
Robert, thank you, brother. UEB, what's my max bench press? The most I've done is 425. Currently, I'm right around 4.5, 4.10. You want the gold standard? Yeah. Yes. It started when they took us off the gold standard. Zuba 501. Are you natural? No. I take testosterone and DHB. That's 70 pounds, folks. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, that's 70 pounds.
Two, 23, 24, 25.
Harry Khan. I can appreciate the honesty on the juice. I try to be transparent about it just because I don't want people to have like bad information.
28,
When I compete,
29, 30.
you are going to be sore in the morning.
Yes, I am.
30?
Yes.
So, yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to make a point. So, yeah, I don't want people to have bad information. I don't want anyone to look like... There's so much bad information, like, you look at guys like the Liver King, and you know, he was professing he was all natural, and he's trying to sell his food supplements. But then you found out that he was on so much gear, I would never fathom taking a quarter of what that guy takes. And he's my age. And now he's losing his mind. Have you seen his videos? He's either acting crazy or he's literally developed schizophrenia.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And this stuff does affect you mentally. It's like, I have kids, I don't want to die, I want to live. So I take the smallest efficacious amount of anything. I'm on currently 200 milligrams of testosterone, 200 milligrams of DHB. When I compete, about 8 weeks out, I will start taking Anadrol. And I start with 50 milligrams, which is the one pill. And when I'm done competing, I stop taking Anadrol. And there's guys, they're like, you're on enough Trenbolone to kill an elephant or whatever. People can say what they want. Bottom line is like, there's really no way to prove it. You know, people are going to believe what they want to believe. But my big thing is I want to profess that I actually do believe that you can use steroids responsibly. And I think that there's good use cases for older guys, people that are injured, you want to recover from injury, people that have been working out or they're not meeting their training goals, people that have quality of life issues. There's a bunch of medical things that anabolics can help with. So there's nothing that's good or bad. It's all on your use and intention of it. But the one thing I want younger people to understand is if you don't have the physique to begin with, if you haven't worked and gotten any gains, anything you gain with steroids, you're going to lose as soon as you stop taking it. The other thing is it will destroy your endocrine system, and it'll take years off your life if you abuse them, for sure. Do it for the internet, which is not a great excuse. Yeah, look, I'm not going to question anyone's motivations. Your motivations are your own. It's your life. You got to live it, man. All I'm suggesting is that if you're going to make that huge decision and you're going to alter your body to that degree, like, do it responsibly, man. Get some doctors involved. Get some blood work done. Find out. Do some research. Figure you don't. A lot of people respond. A little bit goes a long way. You really don't need to take that much. Saint Black Tiger, synthol? I would never, I can't even imagine a scenario where I would inject oil into my muscles. Like, that's just crazy to me. That is just batshit crazy. But guys that are getting up on stage and they got millions of dollars of endorsements and they win that trophy, if I had that gun to my head, who's to say? Somebody mentioned Mike O'Hearn. I think I don't think there's anybody on this planet that think Mike O'Hearn is natural. But now here's something to consider. He lives in a mansion with a beautiful wife and he's rich. You know, like whatever he's doing it. Do steroids make you more aggressive like roid rage, or is that BS? It's your endocrine system. So, yeah, so I tried Trend for a couple weeks. It's been a couple years ago. And the reason I stopped taking it is because I noticed I was starting to get these insanely violent, intrusive thoughts, like over the dumbest stuff, like the cabinets being left open. Now, I never lost my composure, I never lost my temper, but I would just get these, like, I'm gonna chill, you know, like,
Yeah, you're.
and then I would think, like, that's not normal.
Like for corn.
You know what I mean? Like
What?
somebody left the toilet seat up, or I don't know, I can't even, like, I would just get mad at the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
So then I got to thinking, like, well, that's not normal, so I stopped taking that, and that went away. So I think depending on the compound and your reaction to it, roid rage can be real. Elias says that you're a beast.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Elias.
You know what? Honestly, Steven, NPC, no, I don't think... He has been training for 40 years, and he's got a godlike physique, but I just don't... Like, think about it. He's older than I am. He's, like, in his late 50s. You just can't maintain that much muscle mass without a little bit of help. A little bit of test. A little bit, you know what I mean? It maybe doesn't take much, who knows? But I don't believe for a second that guy's all natural. But I'm not either. Oh, hey. What was my MOS? 0844. Field Artillery Fire Direction Controlman. Greatest bodybuilder in your opinion? Mike O'Hearn. Dude, think about it. He's him and Stan Efferding are older than me, and they're still rocking physiques that are beat most of the people in their 20s. Like you can say what you want about whether they're on drugs or not, but them boys look good. No, Ronnie, you gotta say, it's gotta be Ronnie Coleman. It has to be. Ronnie Coleman, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Okay.
I didn't want this, but thank you.
Well, I just wanted to put it somewhere close so you don't have to get up.
I don't care. I have too much muscles, good strength, amazing cardio, good with a rifle. That's what concerns me. Yeah. Dude, but like what I was saying earlier, it's every man's duty to be strong. You don't have to be a power lifter. You don't have to be a bodybuilder, but you should be strong. I think that every man is responsible for being as strong as he can be within reason. And I expect that of you too.
I will.
That's why I got you. That's why we go boxing 3 days a week and we do all this stuff. So I have videos of Ronnie Coleman when he was natural, like definitely the first 2 competitions. And I think he placed like 17th. His natural physique was better than most of the guys that were on gear. And the reason I bring that up is because people don't realize how much genetics has to play. Some people are just genetically gifted. So maybe Mike O'Hearn is a natural. Maybe he's just a genetic outlier. He's just a freak of nature. How much do you like to do forearm strength? I rarely train forearms specifically, but what I do is when I do my pulls, I don't use my thumbs until I have to. So if I'm doing deadlifts or rows, I'll go up to 300, 405 without, or if I'm doing pull-ups, I won't use my thumbs. And that on top of all the rows that I do, just develops like really insane form. I mean, it works the form. It's kind of like with you work in the forearms without having to take time and add forearm isolation exercises to it. So it's just like finding ways to do what you're already doing. Lee Priest has the best arms I've ever seen in bodybuilding. Okay, I just came up with the best bodybuilder of all time. Lee Priest's arms, Ronnie Coleman's chest. What's that dude's name? The squat guy. Quadzilla. What's his name? The psycho that would do like 500 pounds for sets of 25. Tom Platz, yes. So Tom Platz quads. Lee Priest calves, yeah. Amp 000. It seems like I have to answer this question every, 30 seconds? 200 milligrams of test, 200 milligrams of DHB. Arnold's waist vacuum. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dorian Yates is... You know what? You could just say Dorian Yates. Just Dorian Yates. I forgot about Dorian. Big Lenny's back. Can you say Aiden? I don't know if somebody's asking you.
Yeah?
Stephen Baker. So, yeah, I've been having, like, ever since I started taking DHB about 3 months ago, I don't take anything else. Like, I have no side effects, no acne, my blood pressure's under control, my triglycerides are good. I love it. I think it's just a great compound, and I'm glad my friend turned me on to him. He works for a Mayo Clinic here in town, and he kind of specializes in guys over the age of 50.
Van,
200 is a cycle of DHB.
Van, you say...
I don't know enough about it, but that's what he's got me on right now, 200 a week.
Van, you say Aiden?
Let me check that. Let me double check the numbers here.
Van, you say Aiden.
Let me see. So it's
I need...
200 milligrams per mil. 10 mils. 2, 4.
Van, you say Aiden.
Yeah, that's... No, I'm only on 100 a week. I'm on 100 a week. I'm sorry. Because I only take half a mil a week. I don't take a mil of this a week. So, yeah, no, I'm on 100 a week.
Van, you say
Yeah, I mean, it's been working really good for me. I'm still making gains. Who's my favorite bodybuilder of all time? I've actually run into... Stan Efferding is a dickhead. I trained with him at the gym, and his son goes to the same school my son goes to, and when we were there for a parent-teacher night, I said hi to him, and he turned around and looked. He gave me, shot me this dirty look, and his wife, and they were acting like they didn't know us. I'm like, I fucking see you every day, dickhead. So he didn't want to be associated with me in public. I get that. It's me. But Jay Cutler was super cool. I met him. He goes to the same Mayo Clinic I was going to. He's just a cool dude. Aiden is 13. He'll be 13 this month. My favorite bodybuilder to listen to is Ronnie Coleman. I just can listen to that guy all day long. I just love that guy. Stephen Baker said it's like trend without the sides. Yes, 100%. I would agree with that. Sean Walsh, when do you think you were at your peak strength age-wise? Dude, I'm still making gains. I've PR'd every single competition, including this last one. I only set a small PR and it was on squats, but I still set one. So here's the deal. I didn't start competing until I was 40, so I didn't have a lot of mileage on me. So I don't know if it's because of that I'm like, because I'm 50 now and I'm still making gains. So I don't know what my peak strength is yet. If I had been training when I was way younger, and built up a lot of mileage like the other guys? Hard, I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. Damn it, I'm going for national records this year. Oh, Alan, I already hit that. I'm gonna drop the weight. My crank got a set of 405.
Hello again. Here's a tip. Everyone who
So that last set was 545.
get in there, son. Okay. Get in there, son. Okay. Show us your hog.
So that was the only thing in the mail?
Yeah, it was. B says, show us your hog. What is that?
Show us what?
H-O-G.
Ah,
And, get them.
show us your hog. I can't. Your mom left earlier.
Hello. What's it like in South Korea? Yeah.
So, you got someone from South Korea?
Yes.
Awesome.
B, you're evil. Okay. Steven,
Why?
damn,
My
Bob.
wife is addicted to your soap operas. I'm not even joking.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think she's in there watching right now?
My soap operas?
Damn dog, you talking like that while a child is here. You're 13,
I literally hear cuss words all the time.
and you need to stop it. I don't like that you cuss all the time. It bothers me, and I don't like that you and your mom think it's funny.
Okay.
There's my dad moment, okay?
Okay. Hi. Damn, bro, you look like you you look both ways before crossing the street. I guess. All ya in bro saying what? Have you ever lived? Yeah, he has. Hey, little dude. Does your dad do TRT? What is that?
Yes.
Yes, he does. There's some weirdos out there, little man. Watch out, okay? Just
Yeah, but you're old enough. Nothing all I'm saying is that I expect that if some weird shit people are talking to you like that, you better come get me.
Why don't you lift, dude?
He just got done lifting.
I'm gonna be so sore. Like when I wake up, my back will no longer be a back. It'll become an abomination.
Done, dude.
Yeah, 13 is older for sure. I don't know, man. I have a 13-year-old girl, and she is pure. She don't need to hear that crap. Sorry. Get them reps in early. Yo, kid, it's bad look to swear. Yes. It is. Okay, I'm trying to get that under control.
Yes.
I will try harder. Me and my father are from Las Vegas. I was born here and still live here to this day. He does at a stop. Okay, very difficult control. Bro say Randy. Okay. Love the setup. Thank you. Where are you from? Me and Dad are from Las Vegas again. Can you freeze a potato and unthaw it, then cook it? Cook French fries with it. Probably wood.
Yes.
Wood.
How blanche.
Wood. Good luck, young man. Thank you. Thank you, Ammo. Thanks, Universal. What does that mean? What does wood mean?
I have no idea.
Me neither. My sister has a crush on you. Oh. What?
That's how you strip the barbell.
Apparently, his sister has a crush on you.
Whew. That's how you strip the barbell.
Oh no! Should I do more lifting?
No.
No.
You will turn out to be an awesome man, and you're a good kid. You got a potty mouth.
I do.
I blame your mom for that. Belgium, hey, yeah. Gizzy Abdi. Liam, thank you. Every time he swears he has to do Tom Platt's quad extensions, he would never swear again. No. Credence is asking if I smoke. No. Yes and no.
Well, you do smoke.
Yeah, I'm like, I've been struggling with cigarettes for most of my adult life, but I don't actively smoke cigarettes. No, like I don't go buy a pack. I don't have any in the house. But occasionally, like I'm at work and the guys are standing around, I'll have a cigarette. Or,
Should I?
yeah. Don't drink. Don't do drugs. Yeah, dude, I'm an addict. I've struggled all my life with stuff like that. Cigarettes are a bitch, dude. I'll tell you what, that's one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with. We were sitting in AA meetings all drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes, and saying, everybody in this room's sober and we're all going to die of lung cancer. You know? The whole setup, how much does it cost? I got most of that on eBay estate sales. Like the rack cost me nothing. I helped somebody move and he gave me the half rack. And the weights I bought a plate at a time. Like the Titan Fitness bumper plates I bought brand new. They were 99 bucks each. But those metal ones I got at an estate sale for 125 bucks. Where I really spent my money was on the barbells. So I bought specialty barbells because that's where it's at. I got a deadlift bar, I got a power bar, I got a camber bar, I got a football bar. The weights are the weights. 45 pounds is 45 pounds. But the bar is where... You gone? Alright, I'm almost done. Hold on real quick. You want us to go with? I'm done. Alright, guys. On that note, I gotta get going.
Where are we going?
Oh, we're going to the grocery store. Whew, good training with you guys. I love you all. Hope to see you on the next live stream. I will see you on the battlefield. We do need money. Yes, I am still active in AA. Yeah, I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. All right.